Hello and welcome to the Saskatchewan StarCraft League. I am your caster, Duo Duali. Today we have an excellent match from the Red Terran, the Baron, who is increasing his vulgarity already. We should have an answer quickly from Garret, our green Protoss, who is at this side of the map. These two have faced off once, and now Garret is leading the current series 1-0. As we can see, the basic production is going down quite easily now. We should be expecting a pylon. As for the Baron, I would assume that he is going to block off right here as per usual. And there's that pylon we initially said he was going to do, as well as the Baron looks like he is indeed walling off with the regular supply depot wall. As we can see, the Baron is continually doing his regular spamming while placing another wall. He will either place another supply depot here or a barracks. It is unsure at this point, as he has been wishy-washy lately. However, I do have to say, with the new patch, Baron spamming will no longer be affected within the APM. In fact, most people's APM will probably not even get above 10 or 20. And there is the third supply depot wall going down to complete the wall in. And we see a gateway already being produced by Garret. We should expect some chrono boosted out Zealots versus basic defense, and the Baron is going to scout. And the Baron is getting a good look at Garret's base now. He sees the first gas you should be expecting. Oh, and he pulls a bunch of probes off the line to try and deal with the SCV. It's not as dangerous with a Terran in your base as it is usually with a Zerg or even a Protoss. Although, he will probably want to chrono boost out of his Zealot and walk over there and kill the SCV before it causes too much problems. And there it goes. Oh, it's a probe. Sorry, my bad, not a Zealot. And Baron has produced a supply depot here to kind of watch this wall, as well as over here he has double barracks going down and some Marines to watch in the back. And the Zealot is now after the SCV, as we've parasited. As we can see now, the Garret is moving out with a small selection of forces here. He looks like he's going to put on a little bit of pressure, but the Baron should easily be able to deal with it with the excess Marines up here and the high ground. It's not going to be that difficult for him to defend, really. And Garret is getting his regular protection out. We also see +1 attack going down. And oh, the Baron did not wall off. That was a bad move on his part. Bad move indeed. You never want to let a Protoss be able to walk into your base like that. And we can see now, ooh, he's microing his Marines, but he's still going to take some damage. That's pretty bad for how much. That was a bad play by Baron. And Garret is putting a pylon down there, a proxy pylon, as he's warping out more Zealots. He's going to get warp gates, and they'll probably start warping down and attacking right off. Baron's learned his lesson and is placing another supply depot down just in case. We can see that the Garret is now expanding into a new nexus, as well as placing another pylon there, and Corona boosting out some more zealots. And the Baron is now producing another 2 barracks. He is going to go extremely bio-heavy. He hasn't found this pylon down there. If he's not careful, that could come back to bite him in the ass. It looks like he will be building a wall of bunkers. Oh, and he has a Hellion on the... Garret already has some stock defenses here, some basic. So if he's not careful, Baron's going to take some more damage. Let's take a look at the unit loss tab here. As we can see, it is slightly favoring Baron just because of the increased cost of the Zealots. However, the Baron has lost more troops overall, which can be detrimental to him in the long run if he doesn't back up. But he does have the production facilities going. If we take a look at the resource manager, we can see that Garret is... Oh, they're kind of bouncing back and forth. The income tab states that the Baron is ahead in income and gas at the present time just because of the additional harvesters. I'm actually surprised the Garret hasn't tried to warp in anything here and just walk into the base because it's completely undefended right now. We can see warp gate technology just about being done. We can see the Baron moving out with a sizable army now, and if that siege tank does indeed have siege technology, which it does, for once he has been playing very smart, he'll be able to just walk up there. However, with this army, Garret should be able to easily take them out. But we'll watch and see what happens. Actually, Garret needs to put the offensive on that siege tank first, and then move up. Why he hasn't used Guardian Shield? There it is, the Guardian Shield. If Baron's not careful, he could lose his entire army here. He is pulling back, but that was a substantial loss for him versus Garret. Especially with warp gate technology done, he can now hit him in the front as well as warping in the back. Like I said, the Zealots. It's going to be a 2-pronged attack. Baron's going to concentrate on the front, while the Zealots are going to hit him from behind. And if Garret's not careful, he could take a substantial loss. If we take a look at the unit loss tab, we can see now that it's starting to equal out just because the amount of units Garret was able to easily kill and the best way he handled that last situation. As to why the Baron is not taking this pylon out yet is kind of beyond me. Oh, there we go. Good micro by him. Oh, that's 1 Reaper gun. That's kind of heavy. Take a look at the production tab. Garret is throwing down additional gateways at this time. Now that his economy is starting to speed up, we should see 5 gateways. That's kind of an odd number. Usually you see about 4, 8 is kind of the general rule of thumb, especially with Baron 8 already taking his expansion, but Garret has had this expansion much longer now. And so if he continues to macro correctly, he should be able to take out the Baron without much problem. That being said, Garret doesn't have very much gas at the present moment, which is going to create a problem, especially when Baron starts going into more heavy mech fleets. We can see warping in. Baron is trying to get into the back part of Garret's base here. But Garret is doing very well with trying to keep everyone alive. If Baron needs to protect his tank, which he does. That was a bad move by Baron. Although he was able to pull back, it's still quite dangerous just due to the fact of the stalkers being able to pick off a few moves. Garret is actually pulling back quite a bit, which is not good because now the Baron is going to take out this base and move directly into it. We should see a sieging up right away. Oh, and an engagement. Baron was caught out of position, was not expecting him to come in, but he's tightening his units very well. The Zealots don't have charge yet, and they are just finished. Now they'll be able to attack. Where is Garret going? Oh, he's just made a bad move. He's coming back now. We should see him probably pull back to about this base. Baron, I have a feeling, will go down and take out this wall. That being said, I can't say for sure. We see a war prison coming into play with Garret. If Garret is able to do that, he should be able to drop directly into the Baron's base. If that happens, you'll see more units pull back, or Baron will push in with everything he has, and it will become a base race, which at the current state, Garret could win just due to the amount of zealots to be able to pump into that base. And there's that war prison we were talking about. As you can see, Blake's done with the stalkers. If he takes out that tank, need to focus fire. That's a good surround. The Baron has just lost his entire army. We can see 1+2 armor for the Protoss going down. It's +2 attack is done and +1 armor. Where is that war prison? There it is. What is he doing with it? Like I said, if he's smart, he'll probably go down here or up here, just to split up Baron's forces. Baron doesn't have a whole lot like right now. In fact, if Garret was to push right now, the Baron would fall. Although their tabs are so close. If we take a look at the unit tab, the reason being, Garret has less units, but they're all heavy hitting units. A lot of them, stalkers and even the zealots. Whereas Baron went really economic heavy. If Garret doesn't strike soon and take down that economy, it's going to come up and bite him in the butt. Just because the excess minerals have been accumulating and creating more and more time. As we can see, the Baron is moving out a bit with a few checking the map, and now Garret is moving in. He needs to get his stalkers in there and take out them tanks. He can't let them charge up yet. More stalkers coming to reinforce. Where's that Blink? Blink Micro, come on. Actually, Garret could probably walk directly into the base and start attacking the building, leaving this defenses alone as he takes out the economy. And there's that war prison that we were talking about. Not the best placement for it, but it's still quite a good placement, all things considered. And the charge zealots are done, allowing them to make a little bit quicker work of what's going on. Is he going to move that war prison again? That was an excellent blow to the economy. It actually caught him up, but can he keep it up? If he's not careful, he's going to lose that war prison. The war prison... Now we can also see the Immortals being bumped out by Garret, which is actually a good... a ninja expansion! Clever boy, clever boy. The Immortals are an excellent counter towards the tanks. That being said, if they're caught out of position with the Marines, the Marines and Marauders will make quick work of them. Oh, and he needs to cancel this. Oh, yes, he got the cancel. That's good. Garret is now queuing up another army, producing another sentry, another war prison, to the one that he didn't lose the last one, I don't think. Oh no, that's the army. Never mind, my bad. I was thinking it was on the production. There we go. We can see +3 weapons going down for Garret, which will make his Immortals and his Stalkers and Zealots that much more powerful. The stim is being researched by the Baron. He's producing, well, a healthy plethora of units. If the Baron was going to start pushing soon, he should be able to overpower Garret, just due to the fact that he has a larger unit base, just a little bit better micros. Garret needs to do some damage here. If he can catch them on the low ground, that could be a substantial win. Oh, and the Baron's moving up. What's going to happen? Nothing. Garret's just going to let him waltz. Oh, a little bit of Blink Stalker Micro. Oh, that is a large army by the Baron. Is he going to be able to get his Stalkers out? And as you can see, the single needle attacked. Ooh. Oh, the Baron is afraid of DTs, which actually we don't see happening yet. Although Garret wouldn't be bad dropping DTs into the Baron's base. see the fighting here. The Baron is coaxing Garret into his siege tanks. Garret needs to be careful here. He can't lose his army. He just can't afford it. While he does have a lot of minerals based on, the Ryan's economy is just much stronger at the present moment. And Garret looks like Garret's hiding here. Maybe he's planning to attack the rear, but that's not a great idea due to the fact that it's up and around. Oh, and there we see a force still going down, trying to split up the unit count, but that doesn't work. We have Garret's observers watching the army. Garret is just taking a hearty blow. If he loses his army, he won't be able to stop it. Oh, and it looks like it might be the final engagement. He's losing one stalker, two stalkers. There goes his immortal without taking out the tank. There's his entire army is dead, and the Baron is moving out for the kill. We can see Garret putting down several more warcades, trying to get a new army out, trying to get something out to defend. He has so much money and gas. But Garret has nothing, so the Baron's just going to walk right in and take his win out from underneath the young Protoss player. And this game is going to go to the Baron. I have to say, that was quite an excellent push. Garret should have been ahead due to the simple fact that he had the extra expansion, but without the income up and constantly producing units, even with his excellent drops and his destruction of the Baron's economy, it was just too much, too little, too late for Garret to pull ahead. And an all-in from Garret. He even brings his probes to try and take him out. One immortal, one stalker. They're doing a surprising amount of damage. But with nothing left, that'll be a GG. And game 2 of the SSL League goes to the Baron. I have to say, that was well played, and join us next time for Game 3 and the finale. Oh, quit without even a GG. Rage quit indeed.